Yo, people, what's good? You know what it is. More time is more time. I'm back with another review, you know what I'm saying? This time it's for the Chris Eubank versus Benn fight. Happened last night. It was a great fight, man. I mean, it wasn't the most skillful fight in the world. You're not looking at two champions going at it. You're looking at two two lower seed, lower tier dons, but the emotion in the fight made up for the lack of quality. Both dons swinging it out, trying to take the other one out of the game. Like I said, my breakdown before the fight, pre-fight breakdown, that there were many elements to the fight. You know what I mean? There was the whole dad side of it, the legacy side of it. There was also the weight and the weight restrictions and the hydration clause in with to even out the fight to make it a bit more to make it a bit more even. Um, with that being said, though, it's clear to see that Benn is a little bit too small to deal with Chris Eubank. I think he did very well, though. I think he hurt Chris Eubank a couple of times. He just didn't have enough snap that day, enough to take Chris out of there. Chris was very motivated. Like I'm saying, with the whole dad situation, Chris didn't have his dad with him. Benn had his dad there from the beginning on his side, looking out for him. You know what I'm saying? Chris Eubank on the other side of it. Senior didn't uh Senior didn't turn up to the very end. You know what I mean? It was kind of like a movie. It was kind of like an anime or something. You know, like the one you just there on his own, Chris Eubank Jr. against the world, just him. You know what I mean? And then his pops turns up right at the last minute, gives him that extra boost of motivation. And I've never seen Chris walk someone down before. You know what I'm saying? Chris was walking down Connor. He just had he had his guard up, and he was just walking him down. It was vicious, man. I've never seen that from Chris Eubank Jr. before. He was doing very well on the outside, like popping off the jab and working the angles very well. But I think he had a point to prove to be like, look, this you Connor ain't really on my level. And he just walked him down. He had his guard up high. And he was just swinging away, man. You got to respect Chris Eubank Jr., man. Like I said, his story, pretty rough. You know what I mean? His pops didn't really want to be there. But then turn up last minute. It's like a movie. It's like an anime. You know what I'm saying? One guy had his pops there backing him the whole time. The other guy was alone. Next thing you know, Senior pops out. You know what I mean? Chatting all weird and that. Senior was there. Hello, son. Yes, splendid confectionery. It's going to be a parliamentary procedure. You know what I'm saying? Talking all weird and that. Talking all funny. But it paid off, man. It gave Chris that extra boost he needed. That's why I loved the fight. There was many layers to it. It wasn't just for a bell or for the career. It was legacy. It was to prove to their popses, to their dads, respectively, that they're repping the name and they're repping it correctly. They're repping the name properly. You know what I'm saying? And it was good work from both fighters. Benn, the smaller guy, didn't back down, didn't try to hide. You know what I mean? He was just there to the end. So you got to give both man their due respect. Both fighters stepping up to the plate and providing the British public with a spectacle. I think even if you watched it around the world, big up Finn McGugan, man. Big ups to you, my Donny. Salute to you. What did you think of the fight, bro? Yeah, I thought it was good, man. Like I said, many layers to it. There was whole lot going on. The dad layer, the both fighters not really reaching their full potential layer. There was multiple layers to it, man, and it made for an interesting fight. And like I said, both men didn't back down at all. Both men came in swinging on job. You know what I mean? Representing the UK, and I think if you could have a participation award, which is a bit fraud, I know, but both men deserve it. Finn says, "What's good, my gang? What's good, Finn? How are you, bro? Did you catch the fight last night? What did you think of it, man? What did you think?" Yeah, the whole lead up to the fight, you had the whole egg situation, and I think Connor kind of redeemed himself a bit. You know what I mean? Because he was definitely the smaller fighter. Definitely looked a bit vulnerable compared to Chris, even though Chris had that weight drain. His skeleton was just bigger, innit? Like, and you could just tell Connor would have to do a lot in order to make Chris feel the pain. You know what I'm saying? And he almost did. He almost did. He had some early success in the earlier rounds. Towards the latter part of the fight, started to fade a little. So much emotions are involved in the fight. You know, I think Ant's done. Got the dub. He looks finished, man. He looks like he's not. I don't know what it is with Anthony Yard, man. He looks the part. He's got the strength. He's got all of that. But when it comes to providing the public with great knockouts, it don't happen. You know what I mean? Which is kind of crazy. So I think he should pack it in, really. Finn says, "Where are you going?" I'm just heading home, man. Just been out on a mission around town and that. On my way home now. Edit some videos and that. You know what I'm saying? How's your day been, Finn? What you been doing, bruh? Is it sunny where you are? I'm guessing you're from the UK, yeah? But, yeah, all in all, I give the fight, the Chris Eubank fight, Conor Benn, I don't know, I give it an 8 out of 10 for entertainment's sake. Like I said, wasn't the most skillful of bouts, skillful fights, but what we lost in skill, we made up for in passion, emotion. You know what I'm saying? It was all on the line. Not really so much for Conor Benn, you know. I feel like Conor Benn kind of had nothing to lose. He was a smaller man going into the fight. I know he's pissed he didn't win, and he's upset about that. But he's not really that weight class, in it. So he can always drop back down and go for a title shot, which I think he probably should do. I mean, the rematch is always there, isn't it? The rematch will always be there. That ain't going nowhere. Finn says, "Good playing Fortnite, you know. I hope you're getting them wins, man. Hope you're dealing with the matter, representing the gang, gang, gang. You know what I mean? Yeah, big ups, Finn. Um, but yeah, all in all, Connor don't really have much to lose. He can carry on with his career. But if Chris would have lost, he would have been finished. You know what I mean? Everybody would have been mocking him, making fun of him, and that. You know what I mean? But he showed up, did what he needed to do, dealt with the matter. Where he's just trying to boot man down into the corner and just swing on man. And I rated that. I rated that. Took guts from both fighters. Both fighters showed a lot of heart, class. And you gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that. No one backed down. And we got the fight we deserved. Like I said before, the weight class situation made it a bit weird. Because as you're looking at, I know Chris was sucked and looking thin and that, but his actual skeleton, his skeleton is bigger than Connor, isn't it? I don't think Connor possessed enough power to take him out. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, man. I rate that fight. Finn says you play Fortnite. I have in the past. I ain't really got a console now, to be honest. I need to get one and start getting on gaming again. I do miss gaming, but I had to take a little break. You know what I'm saying? Trying to build the channel and that. But it's been a while. Yeah, I do rate it though. Fortnite's fun, a lot of fun. You know what I mean? But yeah, what are you saying, Finn? Are you proper good at the game? Yeah. Did you win many matches and that, or do you just play it just for fun, sort of thing? But yeah, do I want to see the fight again? I mean, a rematch is always there. I uh, I would watch it again, but I don't feel like it should be the next fight. I feel like both fighters need to do some more fights, especially Connor try win a belt. You know what I mean? I can't play Phil. I ain't got Fortnite, bro. I ain't got no console, no Fortnite, none of that. But when I do, I'll give you a shout, 100%. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think both fighters need to do a little bit more, and respectively in their careers. Conor Benn needs to go for a title, and maybe later on down the line, put on a few more pounds, get bigger, and go in for the rematch. You know what I mean? That's always going to be there, isn't it? It's not like that fight's going anywhere. And I think to put the rematch on now would only dilute the fight, innit? Do you know what I mean? I don't think people want to see it. I think if you did a Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, where they just had 3 fights back to back or close to back to back, it ain't all that, is it? You know what I mean? But yeah, the fight's always there. Both men need to carry on with their careers now. Try to take it to some new levels. Both men win some belts, and then when they get a bit older, hopefully they can come back and do it again. You know what I mean? But yeah, big ups to both fighters. You gotta respect it, man. Gotta rate it. They put on for the UK public, and yeah, fully rated it, man. But with that being said, we on to the next ones, man. We on to some next fights now. I want to line up. I want to see some big fights. Dubois, Dillian White, uh, Zhang, Hergovich, Wilder, even Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. I'd still like to see them fight again. And hopefully Turkey Al Sheikh will just keep things popping. You know what I'm saying? Keep things looking good. But yeah, with that being said, people, more time is more time. You know what it is. I'm out of here. Salute. Big up to Finn for coming through. Catch you on the next one, homie. Peace.